Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. Season 6, Episode 1, Missing Pieces. Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. is back. It's finally back. I've been waiting for this for so long. We all have. I'm so excited to see these characters again and to see my favourite character of all time, Daisy Johnson, again. I still haven't fully processed the fact that we lost Coulson. Obviously, it's lovely that we haven't lost Clark Gregg, although I say lovely given he's a villain. You know, I love Clark Gregg, and it wouldn't be S.h.i.e.L.D. without him, to a degree. The reason I'm getting to this video a little bit later than I would have liked is because I spent the whole day introducing a friend to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We got as far as Avengers Assemble, which, given Coulson's ending in that, feels quite fitting with what we're about to watch now. So yeah, I can't wait any longer. Let's go. Here we go.
Calculate your best chances of survival.
Yes, please. Oh god.
The circumstance.
So this wouldn't have happened if the Earth had been destroyed. Well, this seems really friendly. Fitz's little cryogenic chamber is airtight, right? Plenty of oxygen reserves. Okay. Oh god. Where are Daisy and Simmons? There's Daisy. Very not, of course.
You're gonna give it to me. On the house.
We get a name?
Yes, Daisy, I have missed you so much. Come on, Daisy. That's my girl.
Give us what we want and we'll let you live to cry about it.
You want fuel? It's yours.
I mean, this is morally grey, but he wasn't a very friendly or nice person. That's absolutely crazy to me that they're off just flying around space. I love it. Hey, Mac. I miss them all so much. Are they watching for something in particular? I like they've got a lot of people around now. S.h.i.e.L.D's back in business. Got loads of S.h.i.e.L.D. agents again, I like it. Nay. Lucas Bryant, I thought I saw his name. Nathan from Haven, my favourite. We have a 12-year-old working for S.h.i.e.L.D. I'd head home now if I were you. Is there some like dimension shifting? Run! I would be running! Why aren't you running? Don't ditch your friend! At least one of you could have stayed for him. Picked him up. So these are people, I'm guessing from the trailers, coming through from a different dimension, different timeline. Oh dear. No! Not May and Nathan from Haven. Okay, so they all survived the crash. Even the red shirts.
Anomalies?
No.
We used that word up last year.
This is
Those were hallucinations.
Keller has a theory. Thanks. Don't look at me like that. You said stupid ideas are wrong. I'm full.
I hope he's a good character who sticks around because he was my favourite,
you just stay on it.
as I may have mentioned,
Yo, I want you back
in
on
Haven.
man.
I hope Daisy and Simmons and Fitz and everyone get home soon. Don't like my team being scattered.
One step at a time. It's not your job to solve every problem. Your job is to put together a team you trust and
This was
then
in the
to tell
first
them to take
trailer.
it one. Once he realizes he's a part of something bigger.
I've not fully processed this still. I think denial will be there for the rest of my life.
I'll never be the director Coulson was.
No.
Be the
You're a
director
different
you are.
director.
Every director's
That's not a bad thing.
themselves.
I don't have to remind you what the day is tomorrow.
I'm well aware. We got more than we thought we would.
Oh May.
Ground, it makes your
They are going into some morally grey areas, like last season.
Feel off. It's here.
If it's still on it, that'd be too easy. He must have escaped.
You shouldn't have to protect his feelings.
It's been a year since they broke up.
That's easy to say. How can I
I
not?
mean, it'll suck, but it's healthy to move on.
Yeah, that was a lot of talking. Are you okay? Keller's cute.
I love May so much. I love who you're
Needs
but
work.
it's empty. Oh god. That could have just been they got injured and escaped.
At least it's not a dead body.
Yeah. But it's a dead end.
Yeah,
There have been strangers years that proved to be true.
Thank you.
very true.
Agent May is on to us.
Oh, they already started this canoodling.
Really?
He's gonna die, isn't he?
While I am, he is not small.
Very true.
I'm just sorry for you want to handle it. I'm more than.
I really like him. He's either gonna be evil or die.
Long.
But I hope he sticks around. And I'm slightly biased from him playing a favourite character of mine.
I'm here on S.h.i.e.L.D. business.
To get S.h.i.e.L.D. business in an open bar.
And an IQ of 160 doesn't hurt.
This lady said more to me in one phone call than she did in all the years she was married to Garner.
May is finding her voice.
Details.
When we lost someone too. A leader. A teacher. We don't want to forget.
I'm in denial, please leave me
We
there.
tried to fill the hole we left behind to rebuild. But we
You'd be
need
really
brains.
proud.
Are you talking?
Oh, everybody should properly. Coulson would be so proud.
S.h.i.e.L.D. second chance. Or innocent people will die.
It's a lot of pressure to put someone under.
Did you say deep space?
Open with the sci-fi. Always open with the sci-fi.
I feel gut punched. I'm sorry. Could she totally lose it if she does? Yeah.
She's got her friends around her. I mean, I know they're gonna find Felix, but maybe she needs to let the emotions out a little bit.
Either way, it's time to head home. Yeah, head home and regroup. Thank God. I mean, when we're with Davison, you will find a dead body.
Yes, because one
Someone
on
had to
with
try
you
and make
I
that
will
decision.
Definitely kill myself.
This is with Enoch, who I feel like will be fairly good at helping him get to safety.
You learned to read Alien?
Of course, what have you been doing the last year? Underneath that phrase was a word. Now, staring at it, he would have read it and headed there to find a way to freeze himself.
But he wasn't, I mean, he wasn't staring at it, he was asleep.
I know. You set the coordinates and let's get ready to...
I mean, if Fierce is preparing to freeze himself for 73 years, he'll be there when we get back.
Wait, Davis was a kid, remember?
I haven't seen him in months.
Gosh. Davis should definitely get to go home.
The carpet is banged up because everywhere we go, Quake leaves a wake of destruction.
I've explained my philosophy.
There's no reason to get bitchy.
How strong we are.
Down to 4.
Oh god. I don't like that they're still kind of fighting. I think there's a lot of issues they still need to work through from the last season. Oh gosh.
We don't need to whisper. Sound can't travel in a vacuum.
Makes me feel better.
I still feel safer whispering. Oh my god, he's not dead?
Wave goodbye.
That was pleasant.
Hell, Benson.
Right in the lane. Just saying.
Oh, you're right. The Confederate ship is turning. Get ready.
Oh my god, what's that?
Davis wins.
Davis definitely wins. Thank god Davis is such a good pilot. Oh, they've incorporated that into their ship. That's so cool.
Coordinates were already locked in.
It's not for Earth, it's for where Simmons wants to go. Because Simmons' opinion is all that matters. I get her wanting to find Fitz, but you have to work as a team. They still got their logo prominently on their vans and cars, so you can't possibly get confused as to which secret organisation is coming to your area. Yo-Yo's new boyfriend's definitely gonna die, isn't he? They seem like wonderful people. Very tense.
Don't worry. You'll be a butterfly.
Oh no, she's gonna kill him, the child, the S.h.i.e.L.D. agent. He's like 12. Oh gosh. Did any of them die? Did any of them survive?
Communications knocked out too.
Oh god. Thank you, May. Thank you, May. Good job, Yo-Yo. But is Keller and Fox? Are they dead? Oh, May. This was in the trailers. Where was Yo-Yo when that happened? Well, she's gonna see Coulson, but it's not Coulson. Oh, mate, it's not him. Oh no, is the little agent gonna die now?
You're from S.h.i.e.L.D.
Yeah, I didn't think the two agents were all gonna make it. This is not the Coulson we love. This is not Coulson. Oh, my. I mean, they've got quite a conspicuous lorry they're driving, so hopefully we can track them. This has gone really well so far. Oh, it's over already! This fits. Is he in some sort of prison, or is he like a mechanic on some random planet? He's got cool hair, whatever is happening. Oh gosh. So he's not doing too well. Okay, what are you doing, Fitz? What is happening to you? I mean, goodness knows what's going to happening to him. Oh. Okay, so that was quite a premiere for the season. I don't really know where to begin. I guess I'll begin with the end with Fitz, how we sort of bookended the episode with Fitz, and the mission to try and find Fitz is that a huge part of it. Part of me was hoping that would be over quickly as in this episode. Not out of disinterest, but more because I would like to see the whole team functioning as one big team, especially given how fractured they were last season. But I'm really intrigued by what has been going on with Fitz. Obviously, their ship got destroyed. The two of them get to an escape pod and escape somehow. I don't follow Simmons' theory as Fitz lay down for like a minute looking straight up ahead at Hunter and Enoch and then was frozen and then woke up. Was he looking at that thing? I don't know at what point he would have stopped and read the label and then gone there. If that's what happened, then good on Simmons for knowing Fitz would do that, but that doesn't track as logic at all. I love the fact that those four stayed committed, really those three, because Simmons will literally look for Fitz until she dies of old age. But I love that they stayed on with her and to support her, and especially for Davis, you know, missing out on his child. I mean, my God, that man deserves to go home right away. And he deserves a huge thank you for having stuck out this long. It's so hard with the whole situation because I didn't appreciate some of the tone Simmons was using towards Daisy because, you know, okay, yeah, Daisy was saying things she didn't want to hear, as in, like, I think it's best that we go home, but you don't need to, like, act like Daisy has done something wrong or has been in the wrong at all. And I feel like that's kind of playing on how they acted last season when Fitzsimmons decided that everything Daisy did was being a bitch. But there were also some nice moments between Daisy and Simmons, and that's what I want to see grow. That's why I didn't appreciate that tone coming in. And I think as well, I don't even think Simmons meant it particularly. I think it's just she's so desperate to find Fitz that she's being 100% selfish because, you know, there are 4 people on that mission. 3 of them wanted to go home. You go home, horrible as it is, or you at least jump to Earth and then you can jump again and you can jump and try and get to find Fitz. You can spend some time on Earth, stop restocking up on supplies, stocking up on enough fuel to last you for as long as you know it's going to search, stocking up on things, finding some more volunteers. Now that you say we really think Fitz, and I don't know why Simmons does, but we really think Fitz is going to be on this particular planet, then more people might go with you. I mean, Fitz clearly could do with them arriving to help, and I hope they find him next episode. But I don't know, I think Simmons, I get the reason she's acting the way she's acting is because she's lost Fitz and she's not coping with it very well, but I still think that she is acting very selfishly, and I hope at some point she's acknowledges the sacrifice that Davis in particular, but that Davis, Piper and Daisy have been making to be with her on this quest. I mean, they obviously want to find Fitz too. Daisy, I mean, he's one of her closest friends, and Davis and Piper have spent a lot of time with Fitz as well, so they care about Fitz as well, as obviously not as much as Simmons, but that doesn't give her the right to make all the executive decisions for it. I guess I hope her hunch is correct. I still think if it is correct, it's a bit of a leap that she's going to be very lucky if it pays off. But I hope they find Fitz next episode and they can all go home, and then we can have, you know, the bulk of these 13 episodes with the whole team there dealing with this crisis. But I feel like it's probably going to last a little bit longer than that. But I did enjoy the dynamic of them in space, just the concept that those 4 characters have been flying around from planet to planet trying to track down Fitz. And, you know, I feel like Simmons getting cross with Daisy for using force when, you know, they're a tiny little vessel that doesn't really have any weapons or any ability to defend itself. They're going to need to make sure people are a little bit afraid of them because, okay, yeah, it's going to cause things like the Confederacy firing on them, but the Confederacy already view them as enemies, so they would have done that regardless of what Daisy was up to. And then Simmons is completely cool with the whole dangling someone upside down until they die to get information, which will also make people scared of you. But I think they're quite desperate to find Fit, and I understand Simmons very much, and that desperation coming from just sheer loss. But I feel like she's lost herself a little bit in this moment. She wasn't acting very Simmons-like all the time, and I worry about her character moving forward. Especially with Fitz, we know from last season, if he gets put in a stressful situation, he has a psychotic break. And, you know, one of my theories was that Sarge was going to go hunting for Deke because maybe they don't like people that cross timelines. I don't know, that was just a random theory I had among several others, but say that that is what's happening. Fitz could have a psychotic break and think, well, if we kill Deke, then Sarge will go away. Boom, he'd shoot Deke. You know, I love Fitz desperately, but I think he needs a lot of help with that side of him that could happen again. And if Simmons is already in that grey area quite so firmly, that might not be good for him. But I hope both of them can find their way back to being a little bit more like the Fitzsimmons that we know and love and that they love. And, you know, we've got a lot of stuff to deal with Fitz because he and Simmons got married in a, I'm pretty sure, not legally binding ceremony. Maybe they could do it again legally. But yeah, he's got a grandson out there that I hope is in next episode too. I'd love to see this episode. So then we have the team that's still in the lighthouse with Mac. And I really enjoyed Mac's leadership. It was different to Coulson's, but he's Director Mackenzie. I mean, he's not Director Coulson. And I really enjoyed his leadership. I think it's going to be really fun to watch him flourish and feel more and more confident in that role. I'm interested to see what's going to come with this guy that they've hired to start the S.h.i.e.l.d. Academy again, but also just give them technical advice as their two scientists are no longer around. And all the new agents they've got. I mean, there's that, well, I feel like the two agents that got a lot of screen time, I don't think either of them made it, did they? I mean, my favourite from Haven, which, you know, if he's not in anymore, at least I will stop going on about that. He appeared dead, didn't he, in the explosion? And then the little 12-year-old so any actor who looks young, I refer to as being 12. The little 12-year-old S.h.i.e.l.D. agent, he also got shot and died, and Coulson was the one that killed him. So that is kind of very much a wake-up call to the agents that he is not the Coulson that we love. And I'm very, he's got his little team of crazy people, and they're on some kind of a mission. From the way they talk, they've gone on lots of these missions, so we still need to find out what their goal is. Now, obviously, they're very clear on being fine with killing people, but at the same time, Sarge didn't just kill everyone. You know, May was very clearly moving, and he could have easily just shot her. But he didn't. He only shot the guy who he gave a warning to and then who didn't listen. So it's going to be really interesting to see what his goal is, what his mission is, and really terrifying. I'm dreading the heartbreak for these characters because I'm still firmly clinging to denial over Coulson. Otherwise I could just cry forever. But, you know, we had them talking about how, I mean, this Coulson has appeared the day before, or maybe on the day of the 1-year anniversary of his death, which is just crushing. And I'm really scared for the characters to have to go through this trauma and this heartbreak. But I am excited to see them flourish and grow and to see what the hell is going on with Sarge and his little crew of people and where they are from. We've all got theories, the multiverse, different planets, different timelines. I mean, give them all to me. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Is it next week yet? Thank you for watching.